Hi there, I'm Andre from Peak Motorcycles, and this video is a follow-up to my EICMA preview. Call it my EICMA preview part 2. Now, I recorded the first video a couple of weeks before the show. Today is the Sunday and the show starts on Tuesday. And there have been a few bikes that have been mentioned that have been announced since I recorded my first video, and a few things that have been cleared up. So this video is just to talk through a few of those to fill in a few of the gaps from my initial video. So the first one, which has been a bit of an elephant in the room, if you've been following any dual sport, trail bike or adventure channels, you'll probably be aware that Suzuki have been a bit quiet lately. There hasn't really been that much that's come out that's been of interest. However, a patent was filed for a new water-cooled, smaller displacement trail bike. It wasn't specific to exactly what the engine was, but from the pictures it looked a lot like the new version of the DRZ400 for those of you in the UK. And apparently this may well be shown here at EICMA for the first time. Now, we don't know for sure. Everything has been quite locked down, so I haven't seen any spy shots. I've only seen the patent records that probably everybody else has seen. So if that comes out, it'll be interesting to see whether they've upped the displacement. There's lots of big bore kits available for the DRZ400. Also whether it comes with a 6-speed gearbox, that might be nice. But who knows, maybe they'll just stick with a 5 because it's tried and tested. For once, Suzuki have a very early press conference, so it's going to be 9:30 local time on Tuesday morning, so I'll be there for that. Hopefully we will see the first view of the new Suzuki DRZ400 liquid cooled, who knows, electronic fuel injection, no more carbs. We shall have to wait and see. I had talked about Royal Enfield and what they might be launching. I think at the time it was just about the time that the new 650 Bear was announced, and while I'm expecting to be able to see that and all the colourways here at EICMA, that isn't the new bike that they're going to be launching. If you follow the Royal Enfield socials, you might have seen that recently they published sort of a teaser trailer for something that's coming on the 4th, and I'm pretty sure that that is going to be their electric motorcycle, the one I mentioned with that girder fork from the spy shots. Now they mentioned that it's going to be something flying, so back in the day Royal Enfield had made something called a REWD, which was also known as the Flying Flea, which was a super light motorcycle which could be used by the army and dropped by parachute behind enemy lines. The ad campaign seems to suggest there's something similar on the way, so maybe that is what we will be seeing on Tuesday that's being launched at EICMA itself. A couple of months ago I got to ride the new Morbidelli Lita V-twin cruiser. It was actually quite fun. I'm not really a cruiser sort of person, but for the price point and what the bike does, I actually thought it was pretty good. At the time, the importer did mention to me that that same platform was going to be used for an adventure bike. This one's called a T1002 VX. T because it's a twin. I think the 10 is for the 1 litre, the 02 is the number of cylinders, and the V is the configuration. I think I got all that right. Hopefully the X maybe denotes that it's an adventure bike, but it'd be nice to see something else that comes out with a 1 litre V twin. Could be quite interesting. I'm not expecting it's going to be some live lightweight thing, but nevertheless, if Harley-Davidson are also bringing out their V-twin 950, that'd be nice to have another bike, it's a bit more choice in this segment to ride. So assuming that it is going to be announced and it will be seen, I'm looking forward to that coming to the UK and having a ride on that in the new year. Another bike that I'm looking forward to seeing is the Vosges 800 Rally. So for those of you who saw my video from the Vosges 300 Rally, I really liked it. It seemed to be really filling a gap for a small lightweight trail bike, something we have very few of in the UK. I rode one at the ABR Festival on a trail, and honestly I thought out of the box it was very similar to my CRF 300 Rally, but at a fraction of the price, just over half I think. So the 800 looks like it will be a slightly different offering to the 900 that I rode recently, but a more rally focused version. So yeah, very interested to see what that looks like, especially how it rides and how it's priced. I'm still on the lookout for a middleweight adventure bike, and who knows, maybe that could be the one for me. From Triumph at the show, a couple of people had asked me about bikes they wanted to see. One was the Tiger Sport 800, and another one which I didn't really know much about was the Thruxton 400. Now I've seen the other 400s that they have out there, and they look really well made. Everyone I know that's got one absolutely loves it, and again it's a bit more choice in this sort of smaller capacity, classic looking class. So yeah, looking forward to what the Thruxton 400 might be like. Typically they've been the more sporty version, but still with those classic looks. Maybe it'll have clip-on handlebars. Who knows? Anyway, if that is there, I will certainly track it down and show it to you. The other bikes which I haven't mentioned yet are the Husqvarna take on the KTM 790 platform. So this will be the Svartpillen and the Vitpillen 801s. You know, they use their 01 designation, 701, 901, etc. So yeah, looking to see what they've done with those. I know sometimes they just look a little bit different to get them in white, and certainly for the street bikes, yeah, they're always slightly different. So that's the end of my EICMA preview part 2. Hope that's been interesting and useful. If it has, please check out the channel. Videos from EICMA itself will be dropping from Tuesday evening, probably 8 PM UK, 9 PM over here, and I'll get them all done and out as quickly as I can. So thank you to those who have added a comment about other things you'd like to see for my first video. In the description for this video, I think I've got the full list. It's about 60 stands altogether. I'd added a few motorcycle manufacturers and also some equipment manufacturers, so you can see the full list there. Again, if there is anything, let me know. Ideally, by end of day on the 5th at the absolute latest. The 6th will be my last filming day. And with that, I hope that's been interesting and useful. Thanks for watching.